and I know that she had a really amazing life transformation. The milestone it was when she came to Taiwan, so before and after. So, what perception did you have from life before you came to Taiwan?
Well,
we laugh because we know a little bit the story, and Ines is very, very different. So
yeah. A bit different, just a little bit.
So.
When I arrived in Taiwan, I was 19, just out of university, and I was an exchange student as well. So I was still in university when I arrived in Taiwan. Oh my god, did I have anything, I don't know if I had any idea actually about life. I was just completely lost, to be honest. I was partying a lot, drinking a lot, in a relationship that was passionate but as well very harmful. How did I see life? I think I was trying to find happiness in external thing. By drinking, I could be another person and I could just do things that I would never do if I was sober. I could dance, I could talk to people, I could feel relaxed, which normally I would just be anxious in my head and shy and super ashamed in so many ways. I was very superficial, super self-conscious and scared of what people thought of me. And so I think I was just wanting to be in a relationship, to be loved by someone. It was all really unconsciously. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was just trying to find love, safety, reassurance, happiness in relationship, or with my friend, or phone, social media, alcohol, party. I think I wanted to be the cool girl, I guess. I always envy people who were extroverted and super social and cool and at ease with everything, and I was a bit a weirdo and so yeah, I think I had really superficial goals and views in my life.
But you were young.
I was young, so and I look back and I really understand myself. We were in a society where sometimes it's hard to actually find deep meaning, and yeah, so no direction in my life actually. Yeah, but at least I had the principle and values from my parents that at least helped me to not go too far in my craziness.
So then,
thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you.
Then what happened afterwards? What happened? Then you arrived to Taipei.
I arrived in Taipei.
What did you encounter?
What did I encounter? Suffering and hell inside me. So I think so it started going to Taipei, and it was my first time away from my parents. I was very dependent on my parents. I was 19, but I was really relying on them for most of my life. And so I first arrived, and it was cool the first weeks. You just go out. I was living with some French people, and so you just literally just go out and drink. So it's nice at that time. And then my grandmother passed away the second week, I guess, that I arrived in Taiwan. My grandma has been my inspiration as well. She's such an amazing, inspiring woman, so strong, so loving, so caring. And the more I think about her right now, the more I feel, oh my god, I was so young, I couldn't appreciate her the way she was. I was just this picky kid. I was always complaining about my grandma, because my grandma always wanted the best for her, so she was protective, she was so caring, and it was annoying me when I was a kid. And now I look back, I'm oh my god, why? She's so amazing, and I'm so grateful for her. I'm glad that at least the more the older I was, the more I was appreciating, and I could express it to her before she left. Actually, when the last time I saw her, I even wrote a letter to her. I was showing way more affection because she was sick, so I realized like I need to be more loving with her. I need to be more caring. I need to be helping her more. So at least it helped me to enjoy my time with her, like to really appreciate her more and more before she passed away. And so when she passed away, it was really hard for me, because I remember when I left her, she was like, Marie, I think that the last time I'm going to see you. And I was like, no, it's not going to be like that, because I was going to Taiwan, and she was so exciting for me to go to Taiwan. She was even doing researches. She was like, oh, I think this is Taiwan, right? So she was showing me, and I was so excited to call her when I would be in Taiwan to tell her about my life. And no, she passed away, so it was really, really hard for me. And at the same time, I was going through a breakup with my boyfriend. And at the same time, I was having trouble with my roommates. It went all wrong. Like, I felt lonely. I felt super yes, so hurt. I felt like lost, and I didn't have the tools and the resources to deal with that. I had some support, and I'm really grateful for that. But it was really, really hard. So then I had to move. I went to decided to go to another house, and I was staying with a Taiwanese family. And so I think, like, because I was so vulnerable, this is actually what I needed. It was not planned. I was just like looking for, like, I need to move out from this place, so I'm just going to look for Airbnb and ask any Airbnb if they can go longer term. And so this person told me, yes, we can do longer term, and so you can stay at our place. There would just be my mom and my sister. So it ended up like being a Taiwanese family, and it was oh my god, having a mom with me. We couldn't communicate. Like, she was speaking only Chinese and Taiwanese, and I was only speaking English. A bit of English, because when I arrived, my English was not good. Yes, I couldn't really express myself. So we were Google translating all the time, and it was so funny. But she was so caring. I felt sick, like I got gastritis, ulcer, many like sinusitis, like the thing with my teeth, like everything went wrong. And so I was not eating, I was crying every night, I was sick, and I was alone, no friends, no one, no family. But these people have been so caring and loving and patient with me, and I'm so grateful for them, like so grateful. And so yeah, they helped me to actually like to feel more like to go back on my feet, I would say. And my mom came to Taiwan as well, so it gave me some fresh air, and we traveled together. And then I decided to travel by myself. First time traveling by myself. I would never do that, but then I was like, okay, let's just go. And I traveled for 5 weeks by myself in Asia. And 5 weeks by yourself helps you to reflect on yourself. I recommend you to stay with yourself for a while if you haven't done it, even though it's scary. It was super scary, but I was just like, I need to change something in my life, because if everything is, I feel so bad right now. I think that there's something to learn from it. So I didn't like stay in the victim mode. I was like, okay, what can I do better? And then I realized so many of my patterns and toxic behavior. I was such a toxic person, to be honest. Like, I was unbearable. I'm so sorry to all my friends, family, partner, everyone. I'm publicly sorry. Like, many, even until right now, I look back, and when I think about it, I feel shame, I feel guilt, even though I can deal with better. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And so it helped me realize many things. And then I remember contacting my ex-boyfriend and be like, I fucked up, I messed up, like, but he was like, no, like, it's over, you know, like, and so it was really hard, but at least it helped me to grow. And so it has been my motivation. This like really dark, like 6 months or so, were my motivation to be a better person. I was like, I don't want to hurt anyone as it used to be, because my partner at that time was the most important person in my life. So it was the guy that I felt like I will like stay with for life, like it would be my life partner. I would get married, have kids, whatever, everything. And then it was not, because I felt like, I mean, I know I'm not the only one, but I have a big part of responsibility in this. And so this pain, this loss, that has been like putting me really, like, I felt depressed. Really, it was super dark. I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to lose people that I love and care about anymore because of my own suffering. So it made me realize how much I was suffering inside. And so yeah, then life really helped me, because when I came back from that trip, I had no friends, like no friends, because of the people I was staying with before were not friends anymore, in contact. And when I came back from the trip at school, some girls were like, oh, we saw that you traveled, like, what did you do? Can we have lunch together to talk about it? And this is how I met my best friend, Sophia. Sophia, if you listen to me or watch, like, look at me right now, I love you. And so she was like, her and some other Latina, they're all Latina. And so I'm so grateful for this group of girls that helped me to really, like, grow. They were so supportive, so accepting, so patient, so encouraging, so loving, you know, like Latina as you are, so warm, like so nice. And I could be, it was a fresh start. I could be whoever I wanted to be. No, like, expectation of people that I knew. I could just, like, start from zero, from scratch. And so then I just started to act according to what I wanted to be, who I wanted to be. It was not like all of a sudden, but I was just more and more aware of my behavior, more and more aware of which direction I wanted, like, to go, and which person I wanted to become, so I could change over time. And I had just amazing people around me to support me in that process. And yeah.
And which habits did you adopt in that time to transform yourself? What?
I think at that time it was mostly spending time with people who actually appreciate me, and like choosing the good people around me. Like, I didn't have time to, like, for any, like, gossiping and, like, manipulation and like I don't know, like this toxic behavior, I would say. So I was looking for honesty, vulnerability, support, and so I really chose the people around me who I would, like, who I would talk to if I need. So to be well surrounded is super important. And journaling, meditating, and exercising, and cooking. And of course, I will always, at that time I was still, like, going out with friends, like, you know, like, it's fine, like, you can go and explore and travel and have, like, fun, but it's good to have something to, like, help you to go inwards and reflect and have the habit to spend time with yourself, so you don't have to run away from yourself. You can be at peace with yourself.
So I know that learning about meditation, spirituality, psychology has transformed you a lot.
Yeah. And
can you share with us why, and tell us more about it?
Sure. So I've always been a super impatient person. People around me know that, and I'm sorry, I still struggle with that, and I do my best. So very, like, impatient, impulsive. I used to be very aggressive, reactive, also hyperstimulated. I couldn't say, like, even doing this, it's not something I could have done before. So meditation helped me to pause, sit, be with yourself, and not react to every thought that you have, and not follow every thought that you have, and have a distance with your ego, with your emotion, and understand yourself better. So I could understand myself better, I could sit with my emotion better, I could live my emotion better, I could react better. I had the choice. It's not I think something, I will say it, or I feel something, I will do something about it. now I'm more like, even sometimes I still do it, I'm just human, but it's like most of the time I have the choice. I can see the thoughts, I can feel the feeling, but I have the choice. What do I want to do with that thought or with that feeling? Sometimes you need to do something about it, sometimes you don't have to. Because when you meditate, you realize everything is impermanent, everything is like clouds. You're on this mountain, you just look at the cloud passing by. And so it also helped me to really choose like which thought to feed or to keep or to develop, and which one I don't even like take the time to look at them or to spend time to talk to them, because they are useless, like they are just automatic and parasites in my mind. So you have the choice like what to focus on, because what you focus on will like be like a big influence in your life. So in that sense, it helped me calming down, being more relaxed, being more at peace, and acting better, knowing myself better, and helping people.
That's beautiful. And Marie just said keywords, and I remember we sat sometimes, some nights, talking about it, and it is impermanence.
Yeah.
And it's a topic that we love, we personally love a lot. And I think we both feel, and correct me if I am wrong, that it's a topic that should be out there, that people should speak about it.
Yeah.
So, and I have a good teacher, because even the concept, I think because viewers are from all over the world, so impermanence itself, I think in English, is already technical. So I would like to ask you that you explain a little bit more about this topic, or this the meaning of impermanence, and the importance it has, and how it can improve. Really, it can totally almost 150% improve your life.
Yes.
So tell us more about it.
Okay, to make it simple, impermanence is the fact and the universal law that nothing lasts forever, that everything will eventually ends, and you can see that like impermanence is in everything. Time right now, like the word that I just said before is over. The moment, like the beginning of the interview is over, it passed, it doesn't exist anymore. You just recorded, but it doesn't exist anymore. Relationship, how many people, like how many relationships are over? Like even your family, your friend, even yourself, you will die, people will die or have disease or go somewhere and the relationship fades away. Your job, you change jobs, your thoughts, they're always constantly running in your mind, and you don't remember what did you think when you woke up. And sometimes, what do you remember what concerned you like 2 years ago and you were freaking out about it? Probably not. So it's to see like there's no need to be attached to anything, because it will end. There will be an end. And so it's hard for people, because it's like, oh, but like I want to be happy, so I don't want my happiness to end. Fair enough, but if you live like that, then you suffer every time there's a little thing going wrong in your life. But if you truly understand that everything is impermanent, the good and the bad, if we can call the good and bad, then you don't suffer from it. You're just accepting it. Is you take every moment with gentleness and with openness and benevolence. You're like the sky that accepts like every weather, every stars, everything. There's no like the sky is not judging. Oh, there's a storm. I don't like storm. Where is the sun coming back again? Like there's no such thing. Or like we just is to be able to appreciate. Oh, I'm happy. It's nice. And it will end, and that's okay, because I accept that it will end. I am not attached to my feelings. And when I'm in deep suffering, I'm like, it will pass. That's okay. There are ways to go through it and to get out of that situation. But it's not aversion, neither attachment to any like good or bad feeling. It's to be more neutral and apply some equanimity regarding situation. And like really, we can observe that with like so many things in our daily life. So basically, if we understand that everything will end and we like to accept that it can go through deep suffering. Like for me, when I had to accept that, it was really, really hard. Like it's not, oh yeah, everything ends, I'm fine. I used to just be attached to everything in life, and I am still attached because I'm a human being, but I am not as attached as before. I really accept death in a better way, ends in a better way, loss in a better way, change in a better way. Everything is constantly changing. If it's not ending, it's changing, it's transforming. So like the relationship that you had, like even with your partner at the beginning, won't be the same in 5 years and in 10 years. So if you go in a relationship and you expect that this will be the same for 10 years, then you will be disappointed and you will just leave the person. But if you understand that everything is growing and is constantly changing, then you won't be so radical and so disappointed if something is changing. You will be more flexible. Oh, that's normal that people are changing, that relationship are changing, that feeling are changing. Well, like, I will love you forever. Why do we say that? We don't even know. Like, let's just like, today I love you and I will do my best to choose to love you, but if something happened, it can change, and that's okay. So the change and the acceptance of change brings us more flexibility as well.
Unconditional love.
Yeah, I mean, that's another topic. That's really another topic. But yes, impermanence can also like fit with, exactly, to have more unconditional love. But it's also like the fact of we are usually, to be more practical, we are used to attach ourselves to even the plans that we made. Oh, I bought that ticket, or I plan to do that job, or I plan to do this today. And oh no, it's raining. And then we're so mad because it's raining and we cannot do the thing. But if before you understand impermanence and change and the things that are not under your control, your only control will be to adjust to the situation. Okay, I planned this, it's raining, I cannot. Okay, I feel disappointed, and then what do? What is the other option? Okay, I cancel, or I change the day, or I postpone, or I do it like in my house, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be a certain way. If we let go of expectation of life should be a certain way, I should feel a certain way, and like have like, like we condition ourselves to be attached to something and to have aversion towards something, then we suffer. But if we understand we are not in control of like the external world, we're just in control of like the internal world, then we can choose our reaction. And so impermanence and accepting change is a major shift for you to be at peace with life. It's like whatever I cannot control, I adjust my mind according to it. I don't expect life to be a certain way, and I don't expect myself to always be a certain way, because I'm not a robot. I'm a human, I have up and down, and that is okay, that is impermanent. The happy moments are impermanent, the unhappy moments are impermanent, like the weather. And it's all good, it's all okay, there's no judgment better or like worse. It's just like as the rain, as the sun, they are all important in your journey.
We love this concept. Yes, impermanent. So Marie is also vegan/vegetarian, and I just have the question, I thought about it, and is does it have improved your lifestyle somehow, any impact on your life, and if yes, then why?
I think in a way it has helped me because I developed more compassion for lives in general, like even animal lives, and so I feel like more respectful and respecting the environment, and I feel more at ease with myself and my role in that world, even though I'm super imperfect and I like do many things like that are not like eco-friendly. I feel like I do my part in a way with this, and I'm really grateful for my body to be able to be vegetarian or vegan, because I know not everybody can do, so I respect that, and I respect everybody's choice actually. But like it helped me to be more in tune and in line with my value and what I want to do for the world, and also like, in a health related way. I feel like less tired, I cook more, I feel like more energized, I just feel more healthy in a general way, because I used to eat a lot of meat and just from food, so I feel like it helped me like as well like expand my like variety of food I was eating, because before I was just eating like meat and pasta.
Well, like I think French cuisine is
Yes,
meat oriented.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I could open up myself to all the things like tofu, greens. Like I used to not like greens, even sometimes it's hard, but like more variety of healthy food. And so I'm really grateful actually for like my body to be able to take that kind of diet. Yeah.
And then my next question is, what inspires or motivates Marie in the morning when she wakes up and say, okay, got out of the bed? What is your inspiration? Your motivation?
My motivation is like, and motivation is not something that you can feel every day. It's really good if you can feel it every day, but to be honest, I don't feel it every day, and that's okay. But what drives me and what makes me like keep going is to really, I don't know, to be a better person, to help others. Like I want to work on myself, to help others, to serve others, to just be of service. And to be of service, I need to work on myself. I need to have some tools and resources. So because knowing that I can help someone is really a source of like peace and happiness. And there's a quote that is like, every happiness comes from like the happiness of others, and every suffering comes from like trying to make yourself happy. So, and actually I really resonate with that quote, because it's true. If you make someone happy, it will like also make you happy. So we are both like, it's a win-win situation. And so it's not in a way that, oh, I will make that person happy so I can feel happy. That's not like that. It's a genuine wish for the person to be happy, and that naturally goes back to, oh, I feel at peace with this situation, I'm happy this person is happy. It's not like a selfish way of like feeding your ego. It's just a genuine like wish and care for the person, knowing that the person is at ease, because we know how much suffering we can feel. Like if someone around us is like feeling bad, if we like have a lot of empathy and stuff, it can be really like hard for us to handle. So like knowing that people around you are happy, it would make you happy. So, but to be able to do that and to help people, you need to have resources. It's not like, oh, I want to help people, I just help people, because then it can be a lot of conflict inside you, and you can like actually feel overwhelmed and even feel resentful with people, because like, oh, I never think about myself. Exactly. People are not giving this back to me. So you actually need to work on yourself to be able to do that.
Make yourself first happy, and then the others happy will be happy too.
Yes, I don't know if it's like making myself happy. It's more like be the best person you want to be, or the truth self. I think in that direction, and the true self version of yourself, the one that you want with the heart. Yeah, the one that brings like is useful for you and for others. And yes, definitely. So there is a specific topic, and that I want to touch base with you, and because I know you walked through it, and also you're able to help other people, and I know that is very important nowadays, and perhaps some viewers will benefit of the information. And it is about eating disorders. And my first question is, what was the hardest part of it? Oh my god. The hardest part, I would say, was that when you feel you cannot get out of it, when you feel like there's no way you can heal, or you can like be happy. It feels like it's overpowering, it's controlling you. So I remember those nights coming, like waking up in midnight and eating everything that I had in my house, and like feeling so gross and guilty, and it was just repeating over and over and over again. And like, or when I stopped eating as well, it's just like controlling you. And so and then when you feel like I'm doing better, then it goes back again, because actually you don't have the tool to be better. You just like restrict yourself even more, and then the cycle goes back. So the hardest part was to feel hopeless, and to feel misunderstood, because not many people around me no one around me like was going through the same situation, so I felt alone, I felt ashamed, I felt hopeless, and as well like the losing weight, gaining weight, and the people judgment was hard as well.
And how did you deal with it?
I think I dealt with it like, it took me like 7 years, and even right now sometimes it can come back, but not the same way at all. Like it's nothing, no comparison like can be done, but it's like 7 years to first of all, because eating disorder have many different sources, but like for me it was accepting myself and my body first, and allowing myself to eat and not want to have a body to please others, especially men. Like, so I decided to stop wanting to please men and to be like an object of like praise or whatever. So to know my worth, and like regardless of my physical appearance, it's like no matter if I gain like 20 kilo or if I lose 20 kilo, I will still be Marie, and I was still like, I had to really like learn to love myself the way I was, for my like inner qualities and not for my like the way I looked. And so a lot of self-acceptance work, a lot of journaling, as well like life coaching. I had a coach who also had eating disorder, so she helped me to accept the up and down, to give me some tools to be at peace with my body, to make peace with my body, to be grateful for my body, to allowing myself to eat food, to stop like judging food. Like stop labeling food as good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, just like eat food. Eat as much as you want, eat what you want, and when you feel full, and learn to connect with your body. When do I feel full? Or am I eating emotionally right now? Am I really hungry? Like more awareness as well in the process.
Okay, so one of the things that helped you to be in peace with the relationship was to be aware. Concentrate and say, observe.
Yes, observe. Why was I eating? Was I hungry? Like, what am I going through? How am I feeling? I was asking my body, are you hungry? Do you want that food? So I could see if I was eating emotionally or if I was really eating because I was hungry. Being more observant and compassionate with myself.
And then I know that part of it, some feelings that are come together is guilt, shame, and self-hatred. And how would you suggest someone can navigate through them?
I think people need support. Like when you are going through eating disorder, either you need super loving friends or family or people that you can be vulnerable with, or you might need like professional help. I believe some people can go through it by themselves, and that's amazing if they can. I was not able, and so I had to just like, as one day after 7 years, I was like, I am done. I need to do something about it. I cannot just like try to hold it and like to just take that burden with me. I need help. So I accepted to have help. So to navigate with it, I had someone I can talk to and was not judging me and was understanding me and telling me that would be okay, and that I don't need to be so hard on myself, and that I was normal. Like, I just need some reassurance and some compassion from someone, and someone who could understand me and give me some tips. And so I just understood the reason behind those eating disorder, and have a lot of compassion for myself, because I knew I was doing the best I could be doing at that time with what I knew and my resources. So I just a lot of compassion, a lot of recognizing that we're human, that's hard, and sometimes we cannot see clearly, and sometimes we need help. So it took time and a lot of inner work.
Getting help.
Yes.
Inner work.
Yes. Getting help. If you need help, like, please don't be shy. Don't feel like, oh, I'm going to bother, or oh, so I'm so ashamed of asking for help, or I should be able to do it by myself. This is what I told myself for so long, and I waste so much of my time. So no, like, you can ask for help. That's okay. We're just struggling, so you can actually grow faster with someone who is experienced in that field.
And friends want to know, what has been the biggest change in you since you started working as a life coach? What changed in your life?
I think maybe it helped me to be more compassionate and helped me to have more skills to talk to people. It trained me to be more gentle, to not be judgmental, to
Responsive.
yeah, to take a step back. It helped me to not take all the feelings personally. Like I could listen to someone crying and being in deep suffering, and I could just sit with it without like feeling super overwhelmed. And so it helped me to have that distance as well. Like I could feel connected to the feeling without like taking it on me. So yes, and maybe more confidence, like because I have a kind of responsibility. So it helped me to feel more confident with, okay, I'm not perfect, but I see through people's transformation and feedback that what I do is valuable in a certain way. And so it helped me to feel more like at this maybe sense of like confidence and accomplishment. I'm doing something that is meaningful for me and is bringing something good to people. So I feel way more aligned and fulfilled and confident and compassionate and at peace since I started my life coaching experience.
That's a very good and very beautiful transformation. And we have arrived to our last part of my interview, which I call silly questions. So just very fast, I'm gonna ask some questions and you can let us know your answer. Who is your inspiration?
My spiritual teacher.
A movie that you love and why?
Movie that I love and why? Kung Fu Panda. Because that's one of the most recent movie I've watched, and it's funny but also very full of meaning and remind me of like what I'm learning on my spiritual path.
A book that you like and why?
The Heart of Compassion. Because it's so beautiful and like this one is a French version, but that is The Heart of Compassion from Diego Rinpoche, and that is so inspiring. And because for me compassion is the root of transformation, is when we think about other and we care about other, we can grow and bring happiness and have happiness. So
Quote from
the same that I said before, is all happiness come from wanting the happiness of other or acting for the happiness of other, and all suffering comes from trying and doing everything to be happy yourself.
If you were 19 years old, what would you tell to your younger self to prepare you for life?
Stop drinking. Stop messing around. Stop trying to be loved and happy through a relationship. Sit with yourself, look at yourself, and be brave to face yourself in the world.
And my last question is, any idea or suggestion that you can share with people that can be of inspiration? For example, don't waste time, or be in the present, love what you do. What would be your tip?
Wow, what would be my tip? Look inwards. Don't try to find explanation or excuses in the external world. Look inward. Take your part of responsibility. Why is my life this way right now? Why am I in this situation right now? What's my role? What do I bring to the world? Which kind of person do I want to be? Who am I right now? Can I accept myself fully so I can grow and go towards what is meaningful to me? Look inwards. Sit with yourself. and learn to accept yourself and to navigate your emotion, and be ready for life to be a journey of suffering, but like transformative suffering. It's just be friend with your suffering, be friend with your shadow, be friend with your dark side, and be brave. Go forward, believe in yourself, you can do it, be patient, be resilient, don't give up. No matter how hard it is, just try again, be okay to fail. Make mistake, it's okay, you can learn from it. And just help people around you whenever you can. Bring something good to the world if you can. And yes, follow what is meaningful to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for listening to me. It was super long, so thank you for your patience and thank you for having me.
Thank you for the interview. See you guys.
See you.
Great.